Hey, I bet I can work in 10 Hemingway titles into this segment today.
Dude, there is no way.
I absolutely can do it. Bet.
Deal.
Writing at its best is a lonely life. Ernest Hemingway said that. Hello, friend. It's your old pal Chris, and today we have taken a road trip to where the sun also rises. We are at the Hemingway Pfeiffer Museum in beautiful Piggott, Arkansas. There's lots to see and do here and lots to learn, so let's go inside and we're gonna meet my buddy Adam. All right, so now we're inside the Pfeiffer house. I'm here with Adam Long. We're just two men without women. And Adam, what is exactly your title?
I'm the executive director of Arkansas State University's Heritage Sites.
So this is the Pfeiffer house.
Yes.
But Ernest Hemingway is involved in this somehow.
Yes, correct. Ernest married the oldest daughter of the Pfeiffer family here in 1927, and he was a regular guest here in the late 20s and 30s, and wrote some of his short stories and parts of A Farewell to Arms here in the barn behind the house, which the family turned into a studio for him.
So how did the Pfeiffers and then eventually Hemingway end up in Piggott, Arkansas?
Well, so Mr. Pfeiffer and two of his brothers owned a pharmaceutical company in St. Louis. It was very successful, and they decided to relocate to the East Coast, which Mr. Pfeiffer didn't want to do, so he was looking for other opportunities. He kind of chose Piggott by chance. He was on a trip to New Orleans, and his train on the way home, the St. Francis River had flooded, so he ended up kind of stranded here. For a few days, saw a good opportunity here, moved his family here in 1913.
Interesting. All right, so in our time, can we go upstairs and take a look at the rest of the house?
We certainly can.
All right, let's do that. All right, Adam, obviously we have moved to a clean, well-lighted place.
Yes, we have.
This is Pauline's bedroom?
Yes, this is Pauline's bedroom, so it's where she and Ernest would have stayed when they visited here in the 30s. In here, the wall colors are original. The bed in here is original and fairly small for a guy Ernest's size.
And these are copies of his book.
Yes, so these are the family's copies of some of his books, as well as we've got a book of Ernest there from the hotel that he stayed at on a skiing trip in 1925, which is where we think that he and Pauline's relationship started on that skiing trip. And the book is taken from the hotel. It has the hotel stamp on it, but then it also has Ernest's signature. So probably he just took it from his room in the hotel and wrote his name in it and kept it with him.
So I guess you could say he kept it to have and have not. I'm sorry, man. Sorry. That was cool.
Yeah.
What is that?
So this is Mrs. Pfeiffer's music box. It's one of our newest items. We just got this back last year.
That is really neat. It's no Islands in the Stream. It's a name of his book, look it up. But that's really nifty. Okay, so you were telling me when they first got married in the late 20s, they were in the house with the family when they would come to visit.
Yes, exactly, in the room upstairs. But then, as time went on, Ernest would write regularly in the barn behind the house, which the family was just using for storage. And he wrote portions of A Farewell to Arms there. After that was very successful, the family decided to turn that into a studio for him. And then they had a little bedroom out there for him.
Oh, cool. Can we go see that?
Sure.
All right, so Adam, I know we're going towards the barn, but what is this over here?
So that is the home of Carl Pfeiffer, who was the oldest son in the family, Pauline's little brother. He built his house here in the 30s and ended up taking over the family's business. And they're now open as a private museum. They've got a gem and mineral collection, and also it's where Andy Griffith filmed his first movie.
Oh, that's really cool. So, okay, so son's house.
Son's house, yes.
So I guess you could say it's fathers and sons.
Yes.
All right, Adam, it looks like we're in the green hills of Africa. but actually we're actually in the barn.
Right, right. Yeah, we're in the barn studio that the family. So, like I said, when Ernest was here first, this was just a storage room, and he wrote up here because it was quiet and cooler in the summer. And then after Farewell to Arms was successful, the family converted this into a studio for him. In the area behind us, where we have the safari exhibit now, that was a small bedroom, and then the rest was just sort of a living area and studio for him.
I'm sure you get asked this a lot. People always want to know, how much was he actually here?
Sure, that's a great question. So we have the timeline here along this wall in the studio that highlights how often he was here. And so the little squares are months, and the ones that are dark green are times when Ernest was here. So for instance, in 1928, when he was writing A Farewell to Arms, he was here for parts of 6 months out of that year, for a long period of time here in the 30s. And so he spent a good deal of time here during the most productive part of his career.
Okay, so the family had the house up until when?
1950.
And then how did we go from 1950 to what we have today?
So 1950, Mrs. Pfeiffer passed away. All of her kids were adults and set up house, somewhere else. And so nobody wanted to move back here. So they sold the house fully furnished to the Janes family, a local family that owned a department store on the square. In 1997, Arkansas State University took over the property as the first of our heritage sites. So it's open to the public, but we also use it as a lab for students in our Heritage Studies PhD program, and for history and museum study students and that sort of thing.
Short drive from Jonesboro.
Yes.
If people want to visit, how do they get more information?
So the best way is online. Our website's hemingway.astate.edu. We do tours on the hour, Monday through Friday during the winter, and then starting Memorial Day, we'll be open Saturdays as well.
Adam, thank you for your time and for showing this old man and the sea around today. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure.
If I wanted to get some Hemingway books, is there somewhere on the property we can get
Of course, yeah. We have a gift shop downstairs.
them? Fantastic. Can we go there?
Sure.
Great. Who all knew this would be in Piggott, Arkansas, right? Before we say a farewell to arms and to you, I want to say thanks to our sponsor for allowing us to take these road trips, First Security Bank. Thank you very much. Thanks to Adam Long for having us out today, showing us all around this amazing place. Thanks to Bax, thanks to Grant for hopefully not making me look too stupid. Thanks to you for watching our little road trip. You can see our former road trips on our website, KAIT8.com/road trip. My name is Chris. Until next time, shotgun. Does anybody know where we parked? Guys? Guys?